Growing up, music has always played a major role in what made me tick. Raised by my grandparents, Tom and Yolanda Bullard from Fort Worth, Texas, I can still remember my grandfather, who they called Bones, a 6'3", 275-pound mountain of a man sitting down and playing the piano for friends and family. As a child, there was nothing better than watching him play and sing as if he were the only one in the room. I still remember the very first song I ever recall hearing. It was Sublime, What I Got. Hearing Bradley Knowles sing with such passion, or Stevie Ray Vaughan play the guitar with an unparalleled emotion, brought on a very familiar feeling of joy and happiness. All of these different events made me realize that from that moment on, I knew without a doubt in my mind that music was what made me truly happy, and I would stop at nothing to pursue this happiness. In 2005, I decided to join the Army, where I served 8 years and 1 combat tour in Baghdad, Iraq. Being away from home and dealing with the day-to-day operations as a soldier, serving in a combat zone overseas, there were many times where I found myself down and out. It was in those times I remember the piano, Bradley, and Stevie Ray. Music was my escape. I didn't have to take a pill or drink. No substance matched the feeling that music gave me. To me, that was as powerful as anything I'd ever experienced, and I wanted more. After my discharge from the military, I decided to take the first step in pursuing that happiness that music seemed to bring me. So I took a security gig at a local venue near my hometown. My military experience got me the job, and I'd get to be around live music every night. It was a win-win for me, and I was on top of the world. But soon after starting, I realized that just being around music was not enough. I'd gotten a taste of the music life, and I wanted more. The sound engineer at the venue took me under his wing, where he mentored me and gave me an apprenticeship at his recording studio near downtown Fort Worth. But still, after hundreds of shows followed by long, sleepless nights, my passion for music seemed to grow even more and more with each passing day. Yet again, I found myself on top of the world, but wanting more. After 5 years in the music industry, I decided to return home with my grandmother, who at the time was battling cancer. She always seemed to be my center. She was always my voice of reason, and I needed some reasonable advice or a swift kick in the rear one. So in May of 2017, I decided to utilize my GI Bill and go to school pursuing music and enroll at Full Sail University. I was on the right path. Unfortunately, less than a month after my enrollment, my grandmother lost her fight with cancer, passing away on her 70th birthday. I was fortunate enough to spend time and share with her all my grand plans of leaving Texas and coming to Full Sail to pursue my dreams. Watching her eyes light up when speaking of these dreams brought back a familiar feeling, the memories of the piano, Bradley, and Stevie Ray. It was then I knew I'd stop at nothing to achieve my lifelong dream of being in the music industry. I've noticed in my life that personally I've always wanted more, as if what I had was never enough. Maybe this is a bad thing, maybe not, but I do believe that it's our duty to strive for something better than just settling for mediocrity. We owe it to ourselves to chase our dreams, hit the ground running, knowing it's okay to fail or take risks, just so long as you get back up, dust yourself off, or as we like to say in Texas, get back in the saddle. You'll never know what your true potential is without failing or stepping outside of your comfort zone. So last week I leaped out of my comfort zone, packing up everything I had, which wasn't much, and jumped on a plane from Dallas to Orlando. I remember the first day walking onto the campus here at Full Sail like it was last week. I couldn't help but have this very familiar feeling of true happiness, a feeling I remember from a long time ago, a feeling that all started with the piano, Bradley, and Stevie Ray.